Hey YouTube, it's Blade Obsession back, or formerly known as Mr. Five Cylinders, or you can call me Stacy, it doesn't matter. It's been a long time since I've done a video. Had a pretty busy summer, I guess you could call it, and it's just been a lot of work lately. Haven't really bought that. I went for a pretty good while, I think about 3 months, without even buying a knife, so that's just pretty unusual for me. But lately I bought a couple, and one of them I bought was because I saw a video on JW's Bullets and Blades channel, and I love watching his videos. He's a good old guy. Check his channel out if you haven't done it before. Or just shout out to JW. But yeah, I just want to do this one about a new catalog I got. Some interesting things in there, and it's this one is the AtlantaCutlery.com, and I get one about, I guess, once a month. If you've ever ordered anything from them, they'll keep sending you catalogs. But on the cover of this one, they had, if you know anything about replicas, you probably have heard of Cobra Steel. Let's see if you can see that blade. I don't know if it's going to focus. Anyway, it's a subsidiary of Wingless Steelcrafts, and it's like their budget line. And Wingless makes replica antique weapons, like swords and stuff like that. And I noticed now they're going to start making pocket knives. And this one on the top I really like. I was thinking about getting it, but I love this is G10 handles they're using, and I don't know if you can see it real good, but they've laser etched the Cobra, like a Cobra, into the handle all over it, and it's just really unique. And they're using titanium liners and I think D2 steel blades, so it looks like a flipper design. And I think the overall length of the blade is 3 3/4, so it's pretty good size. And then they have the smaller one down below, which is, I think they said the blade was designed on after a Chinese, or I mean a Japanese blade. So I think the blade on that one's only 3 5/8 maybe. But it still has the same cool G10 handles. And they have pocket clips. I see, I don't know if you can tell from the picture, but the one on the bottom seems to use a standard detent. I mean a standard pivot screw, and the one on the top seems to have trying to get it to focus, more of a proprietary pivot. So I'm not sure if that one comes with a tool or not. The only item I've ever bought from them is this. I think this was the Jambia, I can't pronounce it right. And as you can see, it's got the Cobra Steel logo on it. For budget blades, I think I paid like $60 for this one. They're really good quality, and they're using like a high carbon steel. I think it's 1055. So you do have to keep them oiled, and they laser etch the blade there. I'll show this in another video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. But these handles are like a real hard polypropylene, and they do tend to dry out, because before I shot this video, I had to put some lubricant on this because it was turning grayish, more of a. But luckily I had some stuff I use for stuff like this. Actually, it's some old stuff for tires. It's Formula 21. It's got sunblock in it, but it works real good on stuff like this and leather and stuff. So, but the handle on this one, I've got a fat hand, so you can see that bottom kind of digs into it. My hand's a little too big for this handle, but the way it's shaped. But I mean, you couldn't get more. Look how thick that is. That's some really dense, thick stuff. And I'd say it lasts a long time as long as you keep that blade oiled. And like I said, it does come with a beautiful sheath. Nice belt loop. It's not always the easiest to get it back in. But it can be done. Let's see. Yeah, there it goes. You snap that down. Yeah, it's just a good looking knife. It really is. So I'm very tempted to give this pocket knife a try here. But this catalog, you know, they have all kind of neat things. Canes, and there's an English Bobby replica. I've been kind of looking at that. It's a real hardwood, and it comes with a leather sheath. And they've got these are some pilot bags that are kind of cool. That one's got the the B-17 Flying Fortress. So I mean, yeah, you oughta give this catalog a try. They've got some really neat stuff in here. You can go to their website too. You know, either way, there's some really unusual things. So some leather frogs for old pistols, and let's see. So we get back to there's the Cobra Steel folders, and they are going for $79.95 each. So that's pretty reasonable in my opinion for D2 and stuff. And here are the Cobra Steel reproduction swords. I've been looking at that one on the bottom too, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet. And they even make a Wakizashi. It gets a pretty good review, better than the Cold Steel one actually. One of the Cold Steel's handles is not supposed to be that comfortable. You know, they carry, you know, like M48 stuff, you know, United and M-Tech. Some of it's cheap. You just, like I said, you gotta, you know, if you've been in the knife community for long enough, you should know what to look for and what's junk. So they carry Cold Steel. Some of this stuff they carry is, you know, just antique jacket stuff. Here's a couple of Sunfish style knives I thought were pretty cool, and I think they're going for $31.95 each. But I love those handles, and it's a functional, you know, knife. But I think those are pretty much too nice to use. So I would just, you know, put those in my collection. But like I said, you know, they've got the Conan knife, the Conan swords, and some of this other replica, you know, armory stuff. They even carry just knives without, you know, handles, and just, you know, you can do your own handles and stuff like that. They have some really unique things in here, though. They really do. But yeah, I haven't done this format in a long time. I think I've done one other one like this, knife catalog shopping, but I like kind of doing these to let people know what's out there. They got some Indian hatchets, not real nice replicas. A lot of this stuff's affordable, and it's just neat. I love this kind of stuff like this, and you know, they even got Civil War hats and uniforms and stuff like that, and sabers and Confederate and, you know, Union too. So just a really neat catalog. Oh, here's a new line they're carrying. They're made here in Tennessee, I believe it said. Yep. And they're all hand forged. They're in Moultrie, Georgia. So I think they're making them there. But if I can find that again, they're making them at their own shop over there, either in Tennessee or Georgia. I'd have to read that whole article, but those are really some nice looking knives, all handcrafted in the USA. I kind of looked at those. And they got like this Damascus schooner. I had been looking at that. It's got a ram's horn handle. That's pretty cool. But the quality, a lot of the stuff in here has very good quality. And there's the new Cold Steel, the Grick and the Con, which I noticed they listed the wrong blade length in here for some reason on the Con, but I'm gonna have to call them and tell them about that. But to me, that's the standout right there. I love that handle on that knife. Anyway, it's good to be back. Like I said, I've got 2 or 3 new knives and a couple on the way. I'm sure I'll be doing some more videos in the next couple weeks, God willing. And I've been enjoying watching all your videos through those months when I wasn't buying anything. Kind of kept me going. And like I said, there's a lot of other people I watch. Birdshot 4, JW's Bullets and Blades, Nicest Knives, Cutlery Lover, Fat Man. I mean, there's so many. I've got so many subscriptions to other knife lovers and preppers. It's not even funny. But anyway, this is Blade Obsession out. I hope y'all have a great week. I'll talk to you on the next one. Have a good night. Take care.